and welcome to Philip's Thoughts. And today we're using some more apples. Today we are going to make an upside down apple cake. And for this, what we've got here is 4 egg yolks. I've taken 4 eggs and separated them out. Got 4 egg yolks in this bowl. Into this we're going to go ahead and we're going to add a cup of sugar. We're going to go ahead and just work that in there. And you'll get a bit of a yellow paste going here. It'll kind of loosen up the more you work your sugar in. And to that, we're going to add half a cup of milk. I'm going to go ahead and add just a couple drops of vanilla extract. Keep working that in. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to add 1.5 cups of flour I've got here. And there's also a tablespoon of baking powder and about half a teaspoon of salt. And we're just going to go ahead and add that in there and keep mixing as we go. And you keep whisking until everything's incorporated and you have a nice thick batter. Now what we're going to do is we want to go ahead and lighten that up. So I've taken the 4 eggs, the egg whites I should say, and I've gone ahead and beaten those up ahead of time with a couple tablespoons of sugar. And I'm just going to work a little bit of that into our mixture, and we're just going to fold that in and start lightening this up. Now I've added a little bit of the egg white to the mixture just to get it loosened up first, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch over and then start adding this to the egg whites. And again, we're just going to fold that in. We don't want to pop all those bubbles in the egg whites, and we'll just keep working more and more of that in until we get it all mixed together. We're just going under and then back up over, under and over. And you can see I'm spinning my bowl here just to help get it all incorporated. Let's go ahead. I'm using a 12-inch skillet. It's my cast iron. And I like this because it really holds the heat in. And what I've got here is a piece of parchment paper, and that is going to make this a lot easier when we do our flip and turn the cake upside down. Now what we're going to add is 1 stick of melted butter. I know that seems like a lot. Bear with me, folks. Once we get that in there, we're just going to take a pastry brush and kind of work that butter up the sides just to get the sides lubed up. Because again, we're going to want this to come out of the pan nice and easy. Okay. And then what we're going to do is I've got about 1/3 cup of if you watched any of my other videos, you've seen this before. This is my cinnamon sugar mixture we use for making cinnamon toast and a lot of other yummy desserts. And we're just going to sprinkle that all over the top, and this is just going to make a wonderful glaze along with the apples. Okay. got my apples here, and I've cut up 4 of them. I've cut them rather thick, so I could not use my apple peeler, core, or slicer. I had to do each one of these by hand. And we're just going to go ahead and arrange these in here. You can arrange them in any fashion you want. This time I'm just going to go ahead and do circles. But you could do whatever design you want. You know, you want to have it look pretty when you flip it over. And we've got these pretty thick because it's gonna bake for a little while, and you know, we want to have that nice apple on top with all that cinnamon and sugary goodness. And then we'll just keep working these in. And there we go. And I've got a little apple left over, but that's okay. So now that we've got that on there, we're going to go ahead and pour our mixture over top of this. Just make sure we've got it all the way out to the edges. And this goes into a 350-degree oven. Alright, it's been 40 minutes and our cake is out of the oven. It's nice, rised up here, looking good. You know, if you really wanted to, you don't need to flip this. You can put some, you know, let it cool down, put some buttercream frosting on here, and let the kids guess what the goodiness is at the bottom of this, you know, the nice gooey stuff. Now I do want to say, you know, this is a very hot pan, you know, because I used my cast iron skillet. Whatever you use, make sure it has a heat-proof handle. You know, don't use plastic that's going to melt on you in there, or wood. You know, make sure whatever pan you have is safe to put in the oven. Again, this here is just a 12-inch cast iron skillet. So now all we have to do is flip this puppy over. So we're going to take it. We've got our platter here, and we're just going to... Nah, we ain't going to do that. That's crazy talk. What I am going to do is I'm going to take the platter, we're going to put it over top of our cake, and then flip. Make sure whatever platter you have that you're putting this on is a little bit bigger than your pan, and I'm just going to gently shake that out, take off the parchment paper there, and give me 1 second to re-aim the camera, and there's our dessert. You know, get the wonderful apples there, making the pattern. We've got all that good, you know, sugar and cinnamon, and you know, it's just worked with that butter, and it's just made a wonderful glaze on there. So we'll go ahead and cut that, and you can see how wonderful that. That is just one. And there you have it, you know, 40 minutes in a 350-degree Fahrenheit oven. And yeah, just another wonderful apple dessert. This wonderful cake. Again, we've got our delicious apples on top. These are Empire apples off of our tree. And, you know, I couldn't be happier with this, and I probably should go eat lunch first, but hey. This is so good. So, till next time, please like, share, subscribe, and come back for more. So, we'll have some more delicious recipes. We've done quite a few apple lately, so we're probably going to go on and do some other things, even though I still have some apples left, believe it or not. Out of that half a bucket of apples that we picked on the other video, we've still got some left. So, I don't know, we'll see about maybe working them into something, but I think dessert-wise, we're covered for now. So, got to find something healthy to cook up. So, again, until next time, enjoy.